Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go option to the short side. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That's complete to Butler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. A nice little juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. They run with Breida. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Brooks Reed with a tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
65.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
21. 2.
Garoppolo now. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 49ers 21-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check 15.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Push him back.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he's in for the 49ers score.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On the return is Pettis. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Oh, fighting off the defender. 12 yards on the return that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
36.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brooks Reed, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Here's Murray. He's got his man, it's Butler. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray is going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. First down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Gonzalez puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo gets this one to use check. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
It's just me and you.
Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, hut, 6-yard. Right there, 56. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for David Johnson. Incomplete.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
One set. Eyes up. One set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Garoppolo on 1st down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey. You got 3.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, got 18 loves to go deep.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Able to get away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From from the 29. Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. That's around 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
Watch the safety.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. David Johnson denied here on the 4th down run. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, orbit.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Keeps himself upright. is here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Here we go. 80 weapons. Check back 30. Hey, Delta. Stay with your man. 34's the mark.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and